start again. Come on, it's a nice day for a Black Knight Showdown. It's a nice day to start again. Hey, Cindy. Hey, you going all right? Hey. Good evening, friends, and welcome. We are back for some more Kingdom Death. It's been a few days. I missed it. I missed my campaign. Tuesday nights is regular board games night, and Wednesday nights I play and referee touch football. So, don't get to do a lot of solo gaming on those two nights, which is okay. I get to play. G'day, Cindy. I get to play multiplayer games with the boys, which is nice, and then I get to play touch football with my team, which is nice. Hey, Militides. So, that's a bit better. Yeah, but I spend a lot of time thinking about Kingdom Death during that time. Here's a special little treat. Look at this. Yes, Screaming God. Yes, it's ready to go. We're ready. We can just roll on. How good's that? Yes. All right. So, welcome back. Is that... Okay, what about... Is this... Yeah, okay, what have I done there? I have no idea what I've done there with that camera. I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on again. Okay. Appears to be working okay. I've messed up something. Oh no, it's back online now. That's good. All right. Well, yes. So the Parasite Queen is a very elaborate model to assemble. I'm working on her at the moment. We've got a few, not mistakes to correct, but just things that I want to investigate. So the first one is I need to do my Holy Shrine roll because I did a shrine and a face painting for the battle paint. So we'll do those rolls, but we're actually 4 seed patterns short of where we should be. I counted up how many seed patterns we should have, and we have 7, and actually we should have 11. So I obviously missed a few on the hunt and what have you. So we're going to grab those now. So the first one is the Sword of Doom. We've got to get this Doomborn thing going on. Oh my God. Give me a pumpkin. The Dreamkeeper knife, that's a fun one. Yeah, that's a really good weapon. Gives the dude thing. All right, this one is, oh my God, a pumpkin. Okay, and one more. So the pumpkins are interesting because they're the things that tie in with the Doombound thing. So refined lantern axe, oh, that's nice. Okay, so I do think that I'm a little light on weaponry at the moment. That's my challenge. So I want to make the Palian, the Scythe of Doom, the Guidon Lance of Doom. I want to make both of those. So let's just add these to the scribes. So refined lantern axe. Yeah, I genuinely have not stopped thinking about the campaign for the last 2 days. Just very excited about it. So, Dreamkeeper knife, and then the Sword of Doom. Okay, the Sword of Doom's probably not quite... It would have been great at about 2 or 3 years ago, Lantern years, but I suppose we do need a good sword for a sword master. And do we have a survivor with Analyze? I'm not sure. I need to look at that bloom link pumpkin, because I don't know if that's one that helps significantly or if it's okay. Consume, become. Whoa, that is so cool. That's unreal. What a classic. And look at that gear grid. It's perfectly designed for a leather set, because you've got the helm. Yeah, analyze is definitely a problem. We have not got an analyze survivor to my knowledge. Which happens on the hunt? No, that's in the showdown. Understanding in the showdown is very hard to get. Butcher does it, but not many others do it. I think the Phoenix might, so maybe we go for a Phoenix. Militides, you might be able to answer this actually. I'm not sure about this. Can you use a monster node higher than level 2 for something like the Sword of Doom, which requires a 2? Can you use a 3, or does it have to be a 2? I'll think about those. All right, so we're departing with 5 survivors to face off against the Black Knight. And this is just one of the coolest showdowns, absolutely, no shadow of a doubt. I have to fix the... that should be... Okay, that's good. Anyway, I'm gibbering. Let's just start the showdown and have some fun, yeah? So, first of all, roll for our Holy Shrine to see if I can get departing devout survivors add +2 to all of their hit locations. That is what the Holy Shrine does. So we can, that's a Lantern 10. So, departing devout survivors, and I only have 2 devout survivors that are departing. And then the second one is Battle Paint, which is a 5, and so we get +2 survival and +1 insanity. Very good. So what I need to check is if Scribe does calculate the devout survivor bonus from Holy Hovel. I haven't actually checked that yet, so we're going to check that in a second. And I get to innovate at the Bell of Challenge for free once, which gave one of my survivors honourable, and the person we gave honourable was someone who's not going out on this hunt. So we'll depart, and let's see. Okay, so I've got 2 devout survivors, which is Bastet and Hypnos. So Hypnos should go to Insanity 3. Let's see if the Holy Hovel works. He's gone to Insanity 5, which is, of course, correct because he has the leather mask. So that is great. Hashut, yeah, perfect. Scribe is just the best. I absolutely adore this friggin' program. Go support the guy who makes this. It is absolutely outstanding. We don't have to do anything. We just get to go straight to the mountain ascent for this showdown. So all of my 5 survivors must rise to the challenge. Rise to the challenge. Okay, so we'll start with Isis. So Isis rolls, so do you get to add anything to this? Swirling Heights, their blood quickens for the confrontation ahead. Nope, it's just a roll 1d10. So Isis rolls a 1. If you have less than 3 courage, lose monster level survival. She does have less than 3 courage, 1, 2, 3. And she gains a -1 accuracy token. However, she will ignore that thanks to the Song of the Brave. So the next person is Bastet, the goddess Bastet. She rolls a 4, so she gains a -1 evasion token unless she's wearing 3 or more pieces of fur armor. She is not. And so If you have 5+ understanding, we do gain 3 survival. Hey, Dan. No survival gain available. Hypnos. Hypnos, courage, understanding 1. Hypnos rolls a 3. He is insane, so he's going to lose 3 survival, but he'll discard. Yes, Isis's partner is in this showdown. It is Hypnos. So when we apply our rival bonuses, we're going to check to the thing if Hypnos gets his. Hashut. Hashut rolls a 6. Again, discards the -1 evasion token. Doesn't have 5 understanding. And so that's it. And last of all, the Scout. The Scout rolls a Lantern 10. Okay, Set has now got red hair. Gains a +1 strength token. If you are honourable, gain 1 permanent strength instead. Set is not honourable. Okay, so Set's all good. Hashut has +2 strength from what? Monster Tooth Necklace. Exactly. And the +1 accuracy comes from the clubs. Perfect. So she's got Devout, which is good. And when you arrive, so let's see if our arrival bonuses give Hypnos all of the survival. It does! Scribe is the best! What a program. So you have Durability Delusion, and you have Guardian, Frog Kick, Shatterstar, Delirium. So on arrival, she gained a -1 accuracy token, and she gained a +1 movement token. Did she? She's movement 7. Isis is stupid. What are you doing there? How is she movement 7? She must have been base 6. That is ridiculous. I don't remember her being base movement 6, but cool. Okay, so the Black Knight is a very fun guy. I've set up the board already, and this is the only thing I don't like about streaming with the Black Knight is the board setup. Takes a while. And yeah. But I've already deployed my survivors and they are absolutely frothing and ready to roll. So at this rate, by the way, this Lanternier, this episode, we do 2 Lanterniers, so that's 13 and 14. Tomorrow night, we do 15 and 16, which means Saturday, we are doing our first Screaming God showdown. I am so excited. And as discussed, the guy is painted and ready to go. Let's fucking dance. Let's dance. Gonna be okay. Just dance. All right. Do we go first in this showdown? I have absolutely got no clue. Scramble to survive. Nemesis showdown. We do not have a hunt phase. You may challenge the Black Knight. No worries. Setup's done. Survivors go first. Perfect. All right. We're good to go. So he is toughness 10, but he has 4 toughness tokens, taking him to toughness 14, which is, again, a bit of a challenge for us. He doesn't have any speed or other bonuses, so he's just got his 4 toughness tokens, 1, 2, 3, 4. Smash, we know how that works. Spry, he just gets flung through stuff. Red preference, he won't target the Scout, because the Scout has red hair. And when we get knocked off the board edge, we must scramble to survive. Okay. Ring his bell, ring his bell. So I've deployed with my, Bone Club wielder, because the Bone Club is sharp, thanks to the full lantern set that we created last year, thanks to some absolute jank from me. which is great, absolutely great. But let's do the things that we need to do first, which is remove as many of the toughness tokens as we can. That's what the friggin' the bell altar does, yeah? Yep. So the person who is in the screaming armor is adjacent to a thing. So that's going to work very well. But the scout is going to go first. So the scout's going to take their act and they're going to use their first surge thing to flip this. Whoop. Okay, very nice, very nice. And then we'll move 1, 2, and then spend a survival to flip that one and surge. Okay, that's excellent. If only we could move again. We can dash. Yeah, we'll dash with the scout. So, is that one in shot? Yeah. So if we go 1, 2, 3, then we can potentially hit both of these with this survivor. She is speed 7, so she can do that with one move. Oh my god. Yeah. That's cool. Oh my god, when you can break the noble urns. You can actually spend a survival to break them. That's interesting. It does. Okay, so she's going to go. So she gets +2 to her roll because she has the screaming braces. So all she needs to roll is she rolls a 9. Come on. So the screaming reverberations cause that guy to lose a toughness token. She'll then move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to that one, and she will surge. Wrong person. To knock the next one over, and she rolls a 4, which turns into a 6 because of the screaming set. So that is 2 of the -1 toughness tokens knocked off. So that's good. Pretty good start. We'll then do the orange chick, which is Bastet. So Bastet's going to spend her action to flip this one. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Okay, that's good. We've actually got a path there. That's nice. Now, do I want to risk a 6+ there? On the bell altar, if you have... Oh yeah, and if you have 3 understanding, you get even higher roll to your roll result. Okay, so she was actually a 2+. Bastet does have 3+ understanding. So yeah, I think that's worth it. So she'll move 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, and she will attempt to flip that one. That is a 3, which goes to a 6, so we have only 1 toughness at this point in time. Very, very good. Okay, so Hypnos is adjacent with the Beast Knuckle. So we can punch this guy in the face with the Beast Knuckle. So let's do that. No, let's actually do the Bone Club first. So we're going to spend a survival on Hashut to gain the movement, and then we'll pair that with our normal normal activation to do a swing with the Bone Club that is cumbersome. So it is 2 speed, hitting on a 6+. That goes to a 4+. We have no bonus speed here. That's a 4 and an 8. So we've managed 2 hits, and we have found the Tattered Jacket and a Mustachioed Helm. Okay, doubting what you glimpse within. Your valor fails. Cancel your attack and full move away from the monster. I can't voluntarily move onto the thing, so I think I actually stay there. Because it's not a knockback. So I don't think I can walk onto this, and I can't move any other direction. So that's fine. I'll swing again using the other thing, the other pairing. That's a 6 and a 3, so that's only one hit. And this time we've found +2 luck to wound this location with daggers and katars. So we're literally wounding on anything but a 1, and we are critting. This guy has no luck, so we're just critting on a 10. It's 2 9s, so it's most definitely a wound. He has no luck. So this reflex is going to trigger, but we are going to knock that off first. So yes, so the reflex triggers, so he's going to perform smash. Smash! Ah. Bang. So he's going to move 8 spaces, 1 to here. Oh, that's good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. 6, 7. So then we're going to add another 4. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bong. The best one. So good. All right, so we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. Hit a statue. And full move the monster to the closest elastomers statue. If the monster is adjacent, it hoists them and targets. Yep. So if I knock back 8, then flip this card back to smash. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these hits go on the head. This is just ridiculous. I've got 8 armor points. 1, 2, 3, and the boots. 4. Oh. Okay, so that's good. We know that we won't get killed if we get smashed that way. So his act's all done. He's actually got the versatile. He could have spent a survival. I did land next to a bell. Delightful. So we can actually do some really cool stuff with the versatile. With the bone club and with that stuff. Like you can use it to activate a cumbersome piece of gear. So my plan was to actually use the Forge Priest's hammer in this spot, but I don't really want to activate the Forge Priest's hammer because you could get thrown off a cliff. Like I'm risking the Sword of Silence in this showdown, which is a risk, but I think we'll be okay. So now we're going to activate the dude with the Beast Knuckle. And that is Hypnos. So Hypnos is devout. The Beast Knuckle is 2 speed, hitting on a 5+, and that's 1 singular hit. And the hit location is the death blow. Boo. Boo. Can we wound it? We can. Good job, because it's strength 4. He's only toughness 11. We roll a 7, so that is a wound. That does a -1 toughness token until the end of the attack, so the Beast Knuckle is not going to do anything there. And I'll just mark off Hypnos has no proficiency point because he's got Grant thingy. Do you actually do it at that point? I thought because you're not triggering it again, are you? Because I think it's when you get to 9. Because I've always played it that if you reach 9 while you have the sword, you just don't do it. Because you've passed the opportunity to trigger it. Maybe I'm wrong. That's a good question. We might look into that. We'll punch again with the guitar. This guy, are you devout? He is devout. So he's actually getting 2 armor to those hit locations. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, and then because he's devout, he's actually getting another 2 armor. He's armor 8 as well, because we did the shrine. And Bastet, are you... Bastet's devout too. That's what I thought as well, Dan. That's a Lantern 10 and a 7, so that's 2 hits on Hypnos. Hypnos. +2 to luck to wound this with daggers or guitars. Yes. Okay, so we are going to crit on... we have a luck charm here, and Hypnos is 10, 9, 8, 7 to crit, and I think 6 to wound. So, yeah. What did I roll? So that's a critical. Crunch. The monster gains a -1 move token. If you attack with a melee weapon, you may spend 1 survival to shove it into the monster's faltering joint, knocking it down. I shall do that, which will cancel this reflex. He's also -1 toughness for this next attack. So, we failed a wound. That is the end of our attack, but we're quite happy with that guy being our target because he has 2 evasion and 8 armor points and all stuff. So let's do the monster, and he is going to activate and do, boo, the left backhand. So he jumps up and he's going to do a synchronic attack, full move towards the target, then turn the monster to face away, which we will. Waya. And then it is not going to hit anyone but the specific target. And then it's going to be knockback 4. So it's 3 speed, hitting on a 5+, doing 3 damage apiece. So that's 1 miss, a 7 and an 8. So that's 2, 1 to the head and 1 to the body. 3 damage apiece. And that left backhand is done. Knockback 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He doesn't have any after things, does he? This guy's in massive... He's in way more trouble than I think he even realises. Yeah. Alright, we'll just start with this guy. He's going to spend his act to punch this lantern. He rolls a 9, so that is all of the -1 toughness tokens that we needed gone. And we will place 1 here. He'll then move 1 space to here and spend a survival to flip this one. Okay. And that'll do him. So he's done. We don't need to do any more stuff, so maybe now is the time to bring in my chick with the grapple claw. See if we can go for some crits. Isis. Yeah, so I want to get a whip wound. Has to or Hashut, we gave you a proficiency point. Yes. Set, there's no value in you attacking. You don't have a sword. So yeah, I think we will go with Bastet. So she is going to... Well, she actually gained a bleeding token at the start of her last act because she has a red cloak. Did I miss anything else with her? Osteophage, no. Did I miss anything with you? Guardian, Frog Kick, Shatterstar, no. Oh yeah, you definitely want to smash the urns. It's as soon as someone gets smashed, you have a path to get back. Like it's not possible for you not to have a path to get back, but you do tend to get isolated, so you need to have everyone be able to fight in this mission. Otherwise, you can't just have one guy, because if you're only fighter, only person that can do the damage gets flung across the board, you know, he just gets to wail on you for a few turns. So it's nice. Yeah, no, we'll do my grapple claw. So this chick's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then dash 1, 2, 3 to there. She'll swing with the grapple claw, and she is only 2 speed. She is in the blind spot and she does have an accuracy. So she is going to hit on 5s. She rolls a 2 and a 5. And we get the trap. No! All survivors are doomed. Where's my doomed thing at? Give me my friggin' doomed weapons. Target the attacker. Okay. So she's 1, 2, 3. She's going to have a scramble to survive, which is a bit unfortunate. Knockback. Oh, no, she's not. She's going to get flung that way. She might have a scramble to survive. Definitely. She's going to go this way and boing off the end there. That's rather suboptimal. So we just need her massive evasion 3 to dodge. We need to roll 3 5s or below. We roll a 5, 5 and a 4. So none of those hit. So the trap doesn't knock us back 8. You're a pest, Black Knight. But the good news is it brings the death of the Black Knight back onto the table. So we might be able to kill him out and out in the first time, which would be sick. I actually don't want to do that, of course, because you do want to get all the patterns from him so you can make the armor sets. But still, that's okay. We'll surge and we will swing again with the grapple claw. 2 speed, hitting on a 6+ now because he's in the front. Exactly the armor sets. Okay, the grapple claw's had a bad turn. Let's bring the beast knuckle in. Yep. The armor sets are so good. We're going to try count armor in this one because I think we've got the feedback loop from the pariah, which works with tokens. No portcullis key, no wrath. If we got wrath at this point, campaign's done. Call it a win. Wrath is the best. Okay, so this person is going to swing with the beast knuckle again. 2 speed, hitting on a 6+, which goes to 5+, I think. So Hypnos, yep, 5+. So that's 2 hits. Good work, Hypnos. Ooh, +2 toughness to wound this location. And then a gain 1 courage if we do a wound. Yeah, we'll do this one first. So I think we're a reasonable chance to wound that now. That's a 7. That's a wound. 7 + 4 is 11, plus the 1 strength is 12, which is a wound. So we gain a courage. Ignites a fury within us. Fury. Are we going to get analyze if we... No, you get stalwart. We don't need stalwart. Did I move the wound there? Okay, and this one, it's -1 toughness, so that is a 3. So I think I'm going to use a Guardian reroll now. I really need to critical this because there's a reflex which full moves him forward. Actually, it's not that bad. It just knocks them both down, I suppose. So what do I need to wound? So he's -1 toughness. I am strength 1, 4. So he's toughness 9. So I actually needed a 4 to wound and I rolled a 3 and a 9 to crit. I'll save the Guardian reroll. So this guy's going to move speed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to smash up these 2. And this one. Okay. And those 2 are knocked down. Okay, the scout can have a little dip there. I did give him Grimjaw, so it's not a terrible option. Strength 3. No. No. I'm never going to stop. We'll go 1, 2, 3. So we'll have an attack with Grimjaw. It's hitting on a 5+, 4+. Go set. 2 hits. He's attacking with a dagger, so there's a few hit locations that you get. +2 luck to wound these with daggers or katars. +2 luck to wound these with daggers or katars. Okay, I'll do this one first as a failure reaction. So Grimjaw is actually wounding quite effectively here. It's wounding on a 3+ and critting on an 8. So Set will roll the red dice. Set rolls a 2. So nothing. And then Set rolls a 6, which is a wound. Full move the attacker towards the monster, then perform smash. Great. No knockdowns. Oh, I could have got an iron there. 1 wound. Extra Black Knight resource for us. Perfect. So it picks us up. He's going to smash us into this one. Here. Oh, yeah, the failure's triggered. Perform shockwave. Okay, put this wound back. Place the monster in the center of the most occupied tile. All survivors on that tile suffer 2 damage or 1 damage to the legs and bash. Replace all crumble. So place him there and then crumble, crumble. I'll crumble for you. I'll crumble for you. Okay, so fortunately for Mr. Crumbly, that brings our other chick over. So Set, unlucky mate. It's 1 damage to the legs on Hypnos. Hope you can manage to survive that. And 1 damage to the legs on Isis. Was Isis devout? Did I miss her being devout? No. Okay, so Bastette's our last survivor, so she'll move. Look at her stats, she's outrageous. She gains a bleeding token. She is swinging just with a bone blade, but I think we're going to be okay. She'll move to here. Bone blade, 2 speed. She doesn't have a speed. Hitting on a 5+. A 5 and a 9. No perfect hits. She doesn't have any of the bone blade benefits. This is +1 understanding. Oh, we're understanding 5. So critting, we have 2 luck from the fish. Hey Califax, we are winning. We're rolling 8, which is a critical, and so he gains a +1 damage token. Always good. Always good to give your opponent an additional damage on your attacks. Love a critical there, but that does remove that. And then this one, we also gain +1 speed, by the way, so we gain a permanent speed out of that. It's not a speed token. There is no critical on this one, but we roll an 8, which is a wound anyway, because we are strength 4, plus the bone blade 2 is 6, and 8 is 14. So even with the +2 toughness, gain +1 understanding. We could surge here, and I think we will. We're now 3 speed with our bone blade. How exciting. We hit 3 times, including a perfect hit. Do I have Desperate Strike? No. But, I do have +1 strength now from the Battle Drunk. And that's it. But those all still hit. So 1, 2, 3. So this is +2 luck to wound this location with daggers and katars. So we're now strength 5, which means we're wounding on 3 pluses. We're not wielding a dagger or a katar. So yep. So that's a 9, which is a critical. I'll spend a survival to knock it down to cancel the other reactions. So very good critical performance there. This is a good plan. That's an 8. That's a critical. You may spend 4 survival to absorb its howls of anguish, increasing your vigilance against future foot peril. If you do, gain an evasion. I shall guard against future foot peril and gain an evasion. And this one, I roll it in the box. That's a 5, so it is a wound, but it's not a crit, but we ignore his reaction. What a great turn from us. He's knocked down. He stands up, and he will target the monster, the closest threat in range. Oof, that's bad. Yeah, future foot peril. It's classic. Yeah, okay, so he is actually going to attack just about everyone here. So I think I want to run away a little bit, bravely run away. Because when danger rears its ugly head, we bravely turn our tail and fled. Knockback 8 is bad for us, definitely. So we will spend a survival to dash. And we're going to dash to this position here. 1, 2, 3. This guy's then going to move to here. Knockback 8 should keep us on the board. And it also stops anyone else from getting attacked. So that's the correct play there. Brave, 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 brave Bastet. When danger reared its ugly head, she bravely turned her tail and fled. Let's see if the decision to go for future foot peril has helped. 7, 5, 4. She's 2 evasion, so that 4 is now a miss. Yes! Body, body. We can afford to take 8 damage to the body without any difficulty. And that is so cool. The shrine giving devout survivors +2. I'm very, very, very delighted about this situation. Okay, we've got to flip this now. Knockback 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and none. Yes. So no scramble to survive yet. 3 more damage points. And everyone's going to stand up. I don't think so. Because it's facing forwards. Oh, you're right, you're right. 1, 2. Yep, cool. So green has 3 evasion. We'll just reset that. So yeah, green has 2 evasion. So that was the same deal. So 2 hits. And those 2 go to the waist and hands. Yep, that's going to be a scramble to survive. Waist and hands. So yeah, we're fine with that. It's 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we don't really mind if Hypnos dies. That's okay. So we'll just get knocked back. 1, 2, 3 to here. So we've got 5 remaining, plus an additional 4 is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got -4 on our scramble to survive roll. Scramble to survive. We roll 7. So subtract your remaining knockback from your roll result. That is a 3. You are knocked down and suffer monster level damage to the arm's hit location. And we also suffered 3 additional points of damage to the boots, waist, and body. Cool. I'll just mark that there. All right, he's only got 4, 5 wounds left. So we should be okay. But I do need to get my grapple claw wound. So no grand weapon. You were going for fist and tooth, so we probably still want to go for fist and tooth with you. But we're not going to be able to get there very easily. She's got 5 strength. Her fist and tooth is actually a legitimate threat. That is very exciting. Okay, so she's just going to move. He's just going to move the long... No, he can't even get through. Okay, so he'll just go to here and try to smash that pot. Succeeds. Pot smashed. And that'll do. And then she will move. She's all the way up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's fine. She will not spend her survival to dash because we want to avoid that. Old mate in green, he's knocked down. He was already knocked down, so he is actually standing up now. So he got knocked down the previous turn, so he is actually standing up. So if he goes 1, 2, so he can get in there, and he's got the beast guitar. Let's go in with the grapple claw. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. And we will swing with the grapple claw. So yeah, knockback 8 there's fine. She's 2 speed. She rolls 2 6s, which is 2 hits. Good work, Isis. She's had her turn. Bastet's had her turn, and he's had his turn. Yep, accuracy there. She's not attacking with a frail weapon. So 2 hits. No death blow. Perform basic action, target the attacker, and a reflex, turn the attacker and move 3 spaces forward. So I think we'll do the basic action one first, because at least we then get to do our thing. And if we roll a critical here, and we do critical on, we're luck 2 on Isis, so we're critting on 7s, then we will get a random brain trauma. Delightful. That's a 3, so do we wound? So the grapple claw is strength 6, plus a 3 is 9, so we do not wound, so we do not do the basic action. So the other one, that's a 6. Let's just confirm that I've counted up my luck right. So grapple claw is deadly 1, so that's 9, 8, 7. Yep, so the 6 is going to wound, but not critical. So he's going to move 3 spaces forward. So we'll mark off the wound. 1, 2, 3. So she's knocked down. And he's standing right there ready to get the shit kicked out of him. That's done. I'm going to fist bump her to stand her up from the guy who's way off in the distance. He's going the distance, and he's going for speed. He's all alone in a world of need. Bastet could surge now with Fist and Tooth and just try and... She does have -1 accuracy token from the Battle Drunk. She has a bonus speed. Yeah, I'm going to spend my last survival to surge with her. This is a crazy decision, Deno. Crazy stuff. 3 speed, hitting on 8s. Raziel! That's a 9, a 5, and a 2. So we get 1 hit. We just want this to not be a trap and have a critical. An impervious super dense. No, just an impervious. There is a shockwave about to happen. That's unfortunate. Unless I critical. I can critical. So that's a 10. Gain a hide basic resource. No shockwave for you, my friend. Hide basic resource. She also has a bleeding token, I should, from the red cloak that she has to do. Try not to die. Bastet, you're turning into a pretty cool guy. We don't get a proficiency point for that because it was impervious, so we did not do a wound. The Qatar guy, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The scout can get in, so depending on how close we get here, we may... yeah, we should get basic resources from the dude at the end. So the green guy moves in. He is with the Qatars. No, it was Fist and Tooth, and it wasn't actually super dense. It was just impervious. I get lots of terminology wrong. Sorry, Dan. I know you like the terminology. 8 and a 4, so that's 1 hit from the Qatar because he's only accuracy 1. Give me the +2 luck. Yes, +2 luck to wound this location with daggers and Qatars. So I think we're critting on 8 or 7s or something. That's a 9, critical. The monster crumples in a heap, knockdown. All survivors gain +1 courage. Yes! Archive this hit location. So all survivors gain +1 courage. We have... Happy birthday, mate. Sorry your character died. All survivors gain +1 courage. Does that trigger a thing? Isis and Hypnos both achieve bold. Delightful. So Isis's bold roll, she rolls a 1. Where's my bits of paper? There. Rather than constantly having to open the book, I've printed out the bold and insight page, the hunt events, and the severe injury charts. And that's pretty much all I need. So a 1 during the showdown phase for bold is gain a strength token. Cool. And she is indeed stalwart, which we don't need. She was already a matchmaker. She lost a courage from something. There you go. So she doesn't regain. Actually, she won't get that strength token then either. She was already bold from, I think she said no to taking a person on the hunt. Hypnos, however, is definitely going to be stalwart. And Hypnos rolls a Lantern 10. Hypnos gain 1 permanent speed. Will surge with Hypnos and his +1 permanent speed. The monster is knocked down from that hit location. So these are hitting on a 3+. So that is a 6, a 6, and a 2. 2 hits. We get something that has a reflex and something that has a failure. We'll ignore both of those. I think we're wounding on 5, 6, 3s or 4s or something. A 5 is definitely a wound. So that's 1 wound, and a 2 is not a wound. We'll use our Guardian reroll for that one into a 2. Okay, very disappointing. There's only 3 wounds remaining. What is very interesting right now is that the death of the Black Knight is an actual possibility because he's got 3 wounds and it's still in there. Kill the guy! And he's got no toughness tokens. Okay, so he jumps up and does his AI card. It's going to be one of these, but I think we're going to try and surge. No, he's knocked down. He's knocked down, Nilatides. Knocked down! So we punched him in the face. So he stands up, and I'll just mark my Guardian reroll off on Isis. She's close to getting the 3rd one. The 4th one, which means she can double up. So she's got no survival left for her osteophage thing. Oh no, we went first, so I actually can't surge to prevent this. Okay. So the closest threat in range. This is bad whichever way we look at it. So I think we want it to be, we want it to be the osteophage Bastet. So we're going to turn away because this is a left backhand. So this is going to hit that direction. She's going to get knocked back 4. So that's good. She can't dodge, but she is evasion 2. And thanks to her, I did, Raziel. Here he is. He's ready to go. I'll show you on this angle. We're ready. It's happening on Saturday probably. Yes. 4, 1, and a 4. That foot thing has actually saved us. Any hits there. 4, great stuff. All right, our turn. So let's do Bastet and try and get this fist and tooth wound. We are currently in the blind spot. We're hitting on 7s because of our -1 accuracy from Battle Drunk. And we also have the +1 speed that we picked up. So no hits, damn. Okay, so we'll move away now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's fine. The grapple claw still has wounded. Hey, Vengeance. Yeah, you're a little way out. We're up to the Black Knight today. Yeah, the future foot peril portfolio has paid off for the hungry investor. Isis will swing with the grapple claw. She is also now +1 speed. No, she's not. She got something else. That's a perfect hit and a 5, which is not a hit. So there's a wound reaction here. So ideally a critical. 5 is not a critical, but it is a wound. Does anyone else have Guardian? So no, 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 no. Okay. We're probably going to surge with our Qatar guy before this reaction triggers. Oh, hey, Crimson Sun. So this wound has gone off, and that's going to trigger. But he's only got 2 wounds left. So if I surge with the Qatar and hit twice, we will stop the fight. So we will surge with the Qatar. 3 speed now because of the +1 speed. Accuracy 5+. So we need 2 wounds on this. We get a 5, 5, and a 3. So we've got 2 hits. What we'd really love to see is the Black Knight Death Blow. No, it's the trap, you dickhead. I have 1 Guardian, but I've already used it. Okay, well, that sucks. Would it have been the Death Blow? No. Oh, well. Okay, so the first thing that happens is he gets targeted here, and he's getting flung off the edge. No doubt whatsoever. He is getting kicked off. Get out of here. That future foot peril plan has failed. Absolutely failed abysmally. Unless I roll very, very poor. So it's hitting on 5s. Lantern 10, 2, and a 4. Oh, I can't dodge. Do I have the durability delusion to let me block the first hit? No. All right, so that guy's flung off the edge. He's gonna have a minus like 8 to his roll. So where does that one go? Hits him in the head. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's flung off the edge. He takes 1 off his roll, so he's -7 to this roll. So unless I can roll a Deno roll of Majesty here, he's dead. He doesn't have any fragile gear in his grid. Oh, the Sanctified Rosary is not fragile. How nice is that? That's a 7. Damn, we're still a 0. Okay, so he has a lifetime reroll. No, he doesn't. He's dead. Wonderful. See you later, Hypnos. Now, unfortunately, I think that was Isis's partner. It was. So she has just lost him and gains a random disorder. She's got Xenamilia. You cannot spend survival. What? That is outrageous. That is outrageous. You can cut your own arm off. What? Okay, so the trap has killed this guy. Fortunately, his tattered corpse is down the bottom of the mountain, and so we're going to pick up a random basic resource, which is a monster bone. And now this one's going to trigger. So the wound is if adjacent, perform smash, target the attacker. We are adjacent. And so we have a choice here. The closest one, 1, 2, 1, 2. So they're both close. So if we go to this one, slam into there, she's getting knocked off as well. If we go to this one, slam it that way, she's probably getting knocked off, but she'll have less of a penalty to her roll. Okay, so we're going to go here. So she is knocked back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she's got a -1 to her roll. We'd probably prefer... Oh, no, she hasn't. She's going to get flung around. Nice. Jump up and get down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many are we at? That's it, isn't it? 16. Because we added 2. So 8 plus 8, 16. Whew. So we're going to do some damage rolls. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the best fight. Okay, body, waist, hands, boots. Body, waist, hands, boots. Okay, so she's done. She can't spend survival. No problemo. So she's done. So the scout might be going in here, hot and heavy. Getting fresh out the kitchen. 2, 3, scout in the side. We'll throw a Grimjaw at his face. Come on, set. Need to carry the team here, buddy. His accuracy 1. It's not in the blind, so it's going to be hitting on 4s. 8, 4, 4. Scout, scout. Okay, what we want to see is the death blow. Death blow, death blow, death blow. He's got 3 hits. He's wounding on a 3+. All right. 1, 2. Is this the death blow? No. Okay. +2 toughness to wound that location. That's bad. +2 luck to wound that location. Oh, that's gain of courage. That's nice. Okay. So the scout is wounding this one on a 3+ and critting on an 8. So that's a 3. So that's a wound. And then this one, we're wounding on a 5. If we wound, we gain a courage, and we also kill the guy. We roll a 9. Yeah, the level 1 Black Knight is what it is, and it is just an incredible fight, Crimson Sun. It's so much fun. He just flings you around the board. You know, you bounce off all these things. We've been absolutely getting flung all over the place. It is the best. So good. But we beat him. But we didn't kill him. There is actually a way that you can remove him from your entire campaign. Oof, it was not far off the top too. Damn. That's cool. All right, we defeat the Black Knight. So Black Knight, victory, 1 Hun XP and 1 weapon proficiency. So he doesn't have a sword. He already marked club. Didn't get the fist and tooth, but we did get the whip. Perfect. Complete the showdown, return and advance the year. So if you haven't watched, I'm sure you've seen quite a few of my campaigns, Militides. I do not like hit location scouting. I much prefer to just roll through. And it works for me. I do occasionally dabble with a wisdom potion. I like the wisdom potion, just a little bit of information. I just think that when you have more information, it actually makes the game worse. Easier. Okay. So the Black Knight disappears in a darkened cranny before we can think to follow him. We gain the Black Knight badge rare gear. We gain an extra level in the Bell of Challenge. Level there. And the survivors spy the darkened workshop. I don't recall that the thing is much good. Oh man, could you imagine if we did that? So good. Yeah, pot stars, that's fun. This is my 11th campaign that I've filmed, which on reflection is quite ridiculous. Add +1 for each victorious survivor with 3 understanding. I didn't go crazy on this. I have only got 1, 2. Yeah. So Hashut may actually use a lifetime reroll if we don't get the 9 to 10. So we'll see what we roll. That's an 8. And we will accept that roll and gain 3 Black Knight armor patterns, and we gain basic resources equal to our understanding, which is actually 9. Thanks, Pariah. No portcullis key. No portcullis key. The best thing ever, by the way. Well, hopefully 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hopefully the philosophy will not need campaigns of death to utilise it. 1, 2, 3. Perfect organ, broken lantern. I have not got a single perfect hide except from my hoarder. So on the timeline, we have no story events whatsoever. I'm not sure what Black Knight patterns we want. We get to take 3 of our choice. I did get the hide, yes, thank you, Dan. So we'll roll 1 from this pile. That is the 5th one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have, and I already did that one. So we have Glossolalia. Oh my God, Wrath in the Dreamer's box is just ridiculous. That is outrageous. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could have a Clinging Mist settlement that rides off into the darkness, or we could have a Glossolalia. We have Ammonia, so we might do that one. We don't have a Guidepost. Returning survivors must skip the next hunt. I don't really want to lose 3 endeavors is the thing. We do have a Lantern Halberd, but we don't have a Guidepost innovation. So the returning survivors must immediately go on a new hunt. You do, you need Guidepost, yeah. So this is fine. This is fine. This is not good. This is, we're low on survival. We don't get to depart. Mutable, I would love to answer that for you. I have an answer to your question. Here it is. The Scout's Lantern. You can craft this and your Scout can carry it. And that allows you to draw 2 and choose 1. And it is amazing. Because last Lantern year, it got us Osteophage and Marrowism from Skull Eater. We'll do Glossolalia. I don't think it's worth the risk. So this is what I would have rolled. It's a 1. That would have been fine. -3 endeavors. That's just shithouse from you, Deno. Absolutely shithouse. Pathetic. Okay. Yeah, Scouts are really, really interesting in some of the things that they do, but that piece of gear, it's almost, I think it's too powerful. It allows you to dodge plague, murder, all the ones that really impact your settlement. But I'm okay with that when we can get Skull Eater from it. So we only have 2 endeavors. Well, one of them's innovating. And then the rest, I'm not sure. So 1 hide, 1 organ, 1 bone. There's our innovate. And I'll enter these resources in, which is the rest. So 1 question marks, 1 monster hide, 1 love juice, 1 perfect organ. I use that hide, by the way. 1 broken lantern, 1 monster bone, monster bone, monster hide. Okay, so we get to switch to our cool gear grids now. Let's do it. So who are we going to hunt this year? I was thinking we'll hunt a Screaming Nucleote level 2. And that will hopefully get us... Look, what I'm desperate to try and get is Leader so I can craft some of those Guidon Lancers of Dooms, because I think that'd be fun. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm not playing a lot of not playing a lot of Otherworldly Luck. I think it's too strong. Let's take out Urzi and see if we can level up some more. We don't want it to get too much Hunt XP, because she runs away because she's a Cyclops Knight and we want her to stay around for the fight. We do have black and red, yeah. Maybe I'm just better off keeping her for Pariah. Persephone could go. Who's your partner? Mortis. So do we go Persephone and Mortis? Send them out on a hunt. He's got Spear, Herb Grinder. He's the positivity. I don't mind him. Yeah, so we need to go for the black and red armor roll here, which will be very interesting. Lucy, who's your partner? Icarus. So let's take out Icarus. And then a scout. Who's our good scout? Lucy. So if you're tied, you get to choose, and it doesn't specify that you can only choose one of the two that you're tied on. So you can choose which one you go for. That might be a little bit gamey. Possibly. Do we go for a level 3? What is the level 3 toughness? Absolutely. That makes sense, doesn't it? Because it's very, very hard to get the reds that you need wearing that set, which is, of course, intended, right? Hastur, this is what I had with Hastur. Technically correct is the best kind of correct. So this was the grid that I opted for. I did know that, Dan. I just forget all the time to do it when I'm looking for stuff because I'm just so excited about doing stuff. But I'll try to remember that. We'll try to remember that this Lantern year. Let's do our Innovate, actually. I'll figure out what we're going to do with the Survived in a second. All right, first one is Family. Okay. Wouldn't mind Clan of Death. Second one is Cooking. The extra Endeavour is nice. And the survival limit increase is really nice with all the partnership that we have. So that's tempting. Technically correct is the best kind of correct. They're both tempting choices. I think we'll go Cooking. The Cooking is just good all round. It's a good all round. Most importantly, yeah, so we've got the recipes. Where did I put those up on screen? Was it on this one? Yeah. So these are the recipes that came with the some cool cards and stuff. So the Great Leg de Grenouille requires a spindly paw, a monster organ, a guild fungus, and a fresh acanthus, and you get +2 permanent movement when you cook it. So that could be really, really good for the Screaming God. We could get a movement 9 survivor. Or we could make our scout faster. So does that change us to go for a frog dog? Do we go for a level thingy frog dog now? Level 3 frog dog. Okay, so level 3 frog dog's toughness 17. That's a high toughness. It's a high toughness. I did not enter the cooking competition, no. So we would probably want to take out some of our best survivors, some of our highest strength. So Bastet probably does get a run then, maybe just as the scout. And then we probably take Preacher, don't we? So Lucy's got Spear, she's very, very good. Hastur's got the dagger and the sad frog dog song, he's good. Let's ditch that and that, and I reckon that's our team. Who's our scout? So Hastur, I don't really want him to be the scout. Bastet's probably our best scout here, actually. So we'll switch Bastet into a Marrowist scout. Okay. So she's good. So Bone Sickle. And Monster Grease. She's done. Icarus is yellow and Hastur is yellow. All right, Icarus, you've been changed to a different colour, mate. You can be black because you got your wings burnt when you got too close to the sun. Hastur, okay, so actually let's do Preacher first. So Preacher is rocking a set that's called Preacher Lantern. Look at this magnificence. So she's just going to flog guys with the Hammer of Judgment and the +2 strength. Yes, Preacher. So she's done. Lucy, she's rocking that, and that gets her everything that she needs. Lucy is devout already, I think. She is. So we want to level up Preacher's knowledge if we can. Hastur, are you devout already? You are, very good. So we'll come back to you. Icarus, are you devout? Icarus is devout, and that means that Bastet is devout. Yeah, all right, so Preacher's going to level up her knowledge. I'm just going to head to the bathroom, shall return. Yes, Preacher has been very, very fun, I have to say. He has been really, really good. Okay, so Bastet Scout done. Icarus in black. What do we want Icarus to wear? So we have the black and red armor set, which we want to put on. We've got the leather armor set, which we want to put on. The red cloak. So is there some way for us to activate the black and red armor set and also get the red affinities that we need? What are you chasing a proficiency? You are not. So if we gave you, what are we going to give you, mate? I have no clue what to give you. Yeah, not sure. Well, so far I've only fought it once in the campaign, and it didn't prove too much of a challenge. But I am excited to try the level 3. I think it'll be a nice jump up. Oh yeah, so Hastur is going to be this guy. Hastur is going to be the black and red. Okay, let's do that. So Tonlet, Gauntlet, Greaves, Red Cloak, Cuirass, Helmet. Where's my helmet? There. Red Cloak, Monster Grease. Do I have enough Monster Grease to go around? I don't. That's okay though, because I'm going to have a... we want that triggered. Yep. Yeah, it's fine, but yeah, you're right that it does feel a bit dodge. So if I could go 2, 2, and 2, like this, then we are fine. So 2, 2, 2. That's only one, Deno. Can I get one more somehow? I love this part of the game. I'd absolutely adore it. It's just the best. Can I get one more red? I need a monster tooth necklace there. Or what? I suppose actually just another bone axe or bone sword. So we'll just craft a bone sword, which we'll need anyway for Urzi when she gets around to fighting the guy. So yeah, I think we've just got to tweak this slightly somehow. I need that blue activated. Ooh, this is annoying. We're so close. Ooh, that's annoying. Does this work? Nope. Actually, I don't need it to be 2 blues. No, I do if I want the black and the cuirass online, which I do. Okay, we'll just leave it like that for the moment, just make sure everyone else is right. I'm going to give this leather guy the Forge Priest hammer. So we're going for everything here. Actually, I'm going to give him the whip, sorry, the grapple claw, because you need to take a grapple claw on the hunt. Done. And then she's got the lantern halberd done. So that's the 4 gear grids. Just this one we need to play with. So I'll just make sure that's fine. So we're going for a Frog Dog level 3 because of cooking. Preacher, her gear grid is all good. We're going to change that to a Lucky Charm. And that gives her +1 luck. And that's fine. Lucy. She's all fine there. She's got 1 luck from her luck token. She's got the 2 evasion from her grease. Very good. Hastur is rocking this thing, which I need to figure out what his stuff is. Not yet. We will probably unlock it this one. What do you need to have? You need to have an innovation, don't you? Song of the Brave, is it? No, that's the Gorm to get rid of Gorm Climate. I can't remember what we need to unlock it. I'll flip it open in a second and have a look. It is Song of the Brave? Yeah, okay. Cool. The advantage of going for a level 3, which was something I tossed up, it'll get us a weapon, a pattern weapon, which will be nice. because, yeah, as I said just before, I feel like we're just fractionally light on weapons at the moment. Only downside to this showdown is the setup and teardown, particularly when you're streaming. It is more onerous than most others. But worth it. Froggo. There he is, Froggo book. Yeah, we do need the guild fungus for that meal. Yes, we do. Cool. So I don't have the board, and so I haven't looked into the terrain. But you're probably right. I probably could just use the terrain because I got that thing from the king one with the gate, and I looked at it. I was just like, this is so cool. Like, imagine your whole table with this stuff on it. It would look tremendous. Okay, so Icarus is rocking the grapple claw, and the reason we're doing the grapple claw there is just so we've got a whip on the hunt. Icarus is not chasing a proficiency point, so we'll make it whip just because. Yeah, the gate looks so cool. I painted it. I used it for that one showdown I did with the king when I built it, and it was unreal. Preacher is here, and we don't have you. So you can be that guy. So that's done, that's done. That's little Lucy, but we'll change you to Lucy's model. Yeah, Lucy. Cool. So we're all set up for that. I just need to figure out this gear grid, and then we'll put the Bullfrog Dogs stuff out. I really like revamped games little thing. I think it would be awesome to have a full display in my cabinet of all of my Kingdom Death stuff with the cool Kingdom Death display. +2 damage, +2 speed. He's also got +2 accuracy tokens. Ooh, I don't have bandages for the Elastomer Mines. Let me ask you a question though, Militides, because we're probably not going to make any more stuff. So, do we have to do the Elastomer Mines? We do have to, but as long as we roll a 2+, it's just 1 bleeding token, and then we can leave. Haha. No, let's keep it completely green. I don't like knowing anything at all about stuff. I haven't looked at any of the AI cards for anything. I have yeah, nothing at all. No knowledge at all. Okay, basic action for the Froggo. We're going to need all of these hit locations. Yeah, I would like to be her dancing partner. There's no special hit locations. She is the dancing queen, young and sweet on this. Is there special ones that I have to remove, or am I thinking of the Bullfrog Dog? I think I'm thinking of the Bullfrog Dog. Oh. Okay, leap, yes. Gaseous bloat, yes. Double sphincter, yes. Foul stench, yes. Mature, yes. And indom, and he starts with indigestion in play. What are we actually missing from the mountain campaign? What actually are we missing from that? We've got all the monsters now, haven't we? Is it just all the little bits? Like the mountain man and the stuff? Because there was little encounters spoiled for it as well. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I've got the mosquito model painted, but... So none of these are all Bullfroggo ones, don't need that, they're all Bullfroggo ones. We will need these Indom resources, hopefully. So 2 legendaries. 8 advanced, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9 basics. 6, 7, 8, 9. So wasn't it some stuff spoiled about how there was going to be a different starting locations? Yeah, and they were going to have like a thing that wasn't the rawhide armor. It was going to be some other armor that was, because I remember there was one piece that they spoiled that actually had the starting stuff, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Okay, is there some way that I can make this gear grid work and get all the things I want? I don't think so, but I definitely need to get that online. So we need 2 blue at least. So that is fine. So 2 blue and 2 red. We need at least 1 green. There's 1 green. We're not going to activate any others. There's 2 green. That's not going to matter because we're not activating that anyway. So that's 2, 2 and 2 right there. And that's it. Hastur, who is the king in yellow, has a dagger, which is the royal scalpel. So that's perfect. He can use that. And so he's just not going to have any evasion buffs at all here. But he's going to have the hit cancellation. That's fine. So we've got 1, 2, 3 stinkies. So that's okay. Should I ditch the monster grease from the scout grid? I think the answer is yes. I still have 1 innovation. What do we want to use that for? Or 2 actually. Okay, I might make leather so I can make a bone pickaxe. So we've got both bone events. And then we'll probably just do a shrine because everyone's going to get armor from that. Ooh, yeah. And we'll make the scout do the shrine. Okay, so let's do the shrine roll. That's a 7, so everyone's getting 2 to all hit locations. Yes, that's so good. And the leather, I'm just going to make 1, 2 leather. And that's because we broke our bone pickaxe, by the way. And so we'll then craft the bone pickaxe. Fine, craft, it broke, so. Okay, we're going to depart. For the level 3 Froggo, everyone should be good to go. Let's rock on. Now all departing survivors are going to gain armor. Can we do that here? We can't, no. So I'll just do that here. So 2 armor for Preacher, because she is devout. Lucy, 2 armor for Lucy, because she is devout. Hastur, 2 armor for Hastur, because he's devout. 8 armor for this guy, because he's got the Sanctified Rosary and he's devout. And 2 armor for the Osteophage Scout. Fuck me. That is a lot of armor for this point in the campaign. She's got Virtuous, so she's going to gain 1 progress because all the survivors are devout. Lucy, we're looking for 2 more perfect hits to level up Desperate Strike. She has a Stinky Gear in her gear grid, so her Proctophilia, oh, she's got to ignore positive evasion modifiers. That's so shit. Yep, that's fine. Hastur has Guardian 3, so that's perfect. And he's very close to getting Herb Grinder 3. Oh, and he's got High Roller. Oh, we want him to get High Roller so bad. Oh, that's great. And Sam Rockdog's like, this guy's the best. Oh my god, he's the coolest character. And he's got 2 luck. He's actually got 2 base luck. I should have got a luck charm on there as well. Shit. Icarus is not doing a lot. Oh yeah, so he's got to consume. Okay, so when you consume an attribute token, gain +1. When you consume during the Hunt or Showdown, gain a strength token. Okay, fine. And then Bastet, nothing. Actually, before I go, let's just see what stuff came up on the forum. Osteophage. Damn, I don't think anyone's got 5 Lumi. We don't want Fingernail Door and we don't want Adrenaline Junkie. That's fine. Cool. So the idiots all the way over here. Here's these, here's these. I'd probably prefer, I might skip the Bone Eaters if we track onto Bone Eaters. I mean, I don't think it'll matter. Oh, what it'll actually do is it'll give that dude with the Sanctified Rosary 2 extra armor points at every location. Okay, first person is Preacher. Preacher is going to get a random event. And Preacher rolls 12. Is that a nightmare? Or is that Snow the Saviour? No, I think she's 14. Destiny Bound. The event revealer gains 1 courage. That's a good one. Yes, Snow the Saviour is 14. Destiny Bound. She gains a courage. We actually would have really liked that to be someone else. All right, we have Belching Mouths. Each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor becomes the Straggler. I've only opened it once, so it's in fine condition. We'll find out very soon how long it's going to last. Okay, each survivor sets... Oh, what? Set your insanity to 0? That's awful. Okay, so Straggler. So Preacher rolls a 5. Lucy rolls a 6. Hastur rolls a 2. Icarus rolls a 7. And Bastet rolls a Lantern 10. So Hastur is going to be our Straggler. Does Hastur have Buckle Blood Breathing? No. Does he have Stinky Gear of a 2+? No. Does he have E-Proctophilia? No. So he's going to set his insanity to 0 and gain a random disorder. There's worse outcomes there. As long as he doesn't get Vestophobia. I'd hate that. Traumatized. No problems. No problems. Because that would be the black. That would be the black and red armor, which would be awful. I need to change his color to yellow too. That's probably why that happened, because he wasn't in the right color base. I had him in a green base. The King in Yellow does not take lightly. Zewex! What's happening? Okay, we're on to the next one. It's another random event. Thank you, mate. I'll show it to you right now. 89. Yeah. Oh. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not the best one I've painted. The model has never been one that really excited me that much. Cleaner Birds. If any survivor has a whip, they crack it and fell the offensive creature. Great decision to bring the Grapple Claw by Deno. Gain a basic resource. Monster Organ. So another one, we have another random event. 86. Putrid Tunnels. Oh, we could get... Oh, this is actually quite interesting. Leprosy is really good. Leprosy is really good. G'day, one last hand. So if you combine Leprosy with that knowledge that we leveled up, which is -1 to... You get -2 to all damage rolls. That is quite interesting. Okay, so each survivor rolls 1d10. I've assembled her. I'm working on the assembly at the moment, so I'll assemble her and base her, and then yeah, she's gonna be a lot more difficult than that guy. That guy was just airbrush, couple of highlights, and he was sort of already done. Okay, so Preacher rolls 10. Preacher has got leprosy. You saucy minx, Preacher. Is that an impairment? I think it is. Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't decided. What do you think I should go for? Yeah, Preacher, leprosy, you saucy minx. I doubt anyone in the world has said that either. Lucy rolls a 9. Lucy's got leprosy as well. We've got so many armor points. This is incredible. Oh my god. I'm going to try and buy that that knowledge now. Hastur, the king in yellow, follows up with an 8. Is it 8 plus? No, it's on a 9 plus. Icarus. Icarus rolls a 2. It's not Icarus. And then the Scout, also a 2. Okay, 2 people with leprosy, including Lucy, is a good result. I don't mind that at all. Boop. Skeletal Bloom. The event revealer may consume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the Scout. Bastet gains a courage. If she rolls a 1, she dies. I really want Icarus to consume. Hey, Zoe. No, okay. So, do we want to risk a 1 and die on Bastet? Probably not. We'll just roll a random hunt event. 78. That's so close to the key. 79. 79's the key. No, it is. No, it's great game, Hunter. 79's dying small prospector. Oh. Okay, so the event revealer may gain a courage and roll 1d10. If any survivor has a whip, they lash it, add plus 40 a roll. That's so great. So we gain +1 courage on Bastet. No, the portcullis was so close. It's a great game, Hunter. We roll a 13 plus. We gain a frenzy drink. Oh, that's classic. We can make the frenzy drink thing. Yeah, we will not be accepting a frenzy drink. Thank you. I'm not dropping any gear from any gear grid. I mean, I could drop the bone pickaxe, I suppose. Maybe. Okay, overwhelming darkness. Now we need to roll a 10. Someone needs to get leader. Come on! So we can make some of those spears. The Guidon Lance of Dooms is the only thing holding us back. Okay, so Preacher. Preacher rolls a 6. That's everyone gains a survival except for her. And she gains a -1 evasion token, and she doesn't mind about that because she'll discard it thanks to thingy. She doesn't get that. Next person along is Lucy. Lucy rolls an 8. That is suffer -1 event damage to the arms. Hastur. Hastur rolls a 2. That is gain a -1 accuracy token. Icarus. Icarus rolls a 3. That is gain a -1 accuracy token. We'll discard that with thingy. And Bastet, please roll a 10, Bastet. Bastet rolls a 7. 1 event damage to the arms. No leader today. So disappointing, man. So disappointing. Okay, so we're going to do the... We've got cooking now, so that's good. We're going to do the iron, the mineral gathering first of all. So mineral gathering, we roll a 5. I think that's going to Broken Lantern. And that's it. Or maybe your thing breaks. Five, gain a Broken Lantern, suffer 2 event damage to a random hit location. So the Scout suffers 2 event damage to the waist. And we gain a Broken Lantern basic resource. Very good. There it is. Along with our monster organ. Okay, so we're now going to do possibly the most important role of the campaign. There'll be a few opportunities for this to happen, but we need to do Red Incursion. Okay, so if anyone hasn't been following, when the Pariah rocks up, he offers you some gifts. And he says, here, I'd love you to take some of these gifts. And there's stuff that he's stolen from the Red Witches, and it's awful. There's only one that's really got a bad outcome, and I'll let chat decide which one we were going to take, and I'll give you a million guesses as to which one they picked. The only way to dodge it is to roll a 13 plus on this chart. The only way to get a 13 is to have the black and red armor set, which gives you +3 to the roll, which is here. So you have to roll a 10. I'm probably not going to lifetime reroll this survivor because I like him, but we are going to trust the pink dice to roll a 10 for us on our very first opportunity. Come on, Deno. It's a 3. So that goes to a 6, which is Elastima Mines. Damn. All right, if I lifetime rerolled, we would have got a 4. Very good choice. So we're going to have to try that every time, every single time we can. Okay, Elastima Mines. So she's in the mines and she rolls a 5, which is gain a bleeding token, gain a red thread, and we could move into the fossilizer nest. We will not. We will take the red thread and we will move on with our lives. I'm not making another black and red armor set, so I don't think we need to worry about that. As much as the black and red jumping is pretty cool. Look, Mark, I can roll a 10, right? I can very comfortably roll a 10 when I need, so I'm just trusting in the universe to look out for me like it often does. We're now going to do herb gathering, and this one we have cooking now, so I'll actually roll this one properly because we can get some cool stuff. Now here's a fun fact about herb gathering. On the actual card, which many people don't even use, myself included, it says the survivors consume herbs and berries. All survivors gain +1 survival. So I forget about that all the time. But what is important for that is we have a gourmandist. So he has consumed during the hunt or showdown, which means he gains a +1 strength token, which is very nice. And then using digestion, we can consume that +1 strength token. And then when you consume, you gain it back. So you basically just eat the strength token for the first few times. And then after that, it actually benefits you. You get that positive benefit over and over. It's great. It's a really cool knowledge. I love gourmandism. Okay, so we're going to roll 3 dice for the first 2 survivors. So that's an 8, a 3, and a 5. So that is 16. So we're on 26. And then 37. So 37, we want to get to 45. So we're just going to roll 1 dice for the next 3 survivors. Oh, so we get a 10, a 3, and a 4. So we're going to get 2 fresh acanthus, and if we have cooking, we gain 1 random vermin resource, and all survivors gain 3 survival. The vermin resource is nice. We're hoping for a little crabby friend. Little crab friend, maybe even the armored fist crab friend. He'd be cool. I think I've got him in here. No! Gibbering Haramite. When you gain this, unless you consume it immediately, it latches on and removes your head armor points. So we'll give that to the guy who consumes, and we'll let him consume it, and he might have to roll a lifetime reroll if he rolls poorly here. Oh, that's how we got +1 permanent movement on that chick. Okay, this guy's going to die, so we're using a lifetime reroll on it. Very bad. Into a 6, gain 1 permanent movement. So unfortunately, Icarus flew too close to the sun, but he's gained a permanent movement out of it, and he's lost his lifetime reroll. What a legend. Okay, but he did consume on the hunt or showdown, so he gains a +1 strength token. Because he ate that vermin resource. Very cool. And gibbering haramites. Very cool. And that was the thing. And all survivors gain 3 survival from the cooking that we have. 1, 2, 3, which is the reason we want to do that. Okay, so the next one is this event, and it is bouncing leaves. Someone's going to break their arm, I'm sure of it. Fucking idiots. Each survivor rolls 1d10. What absolute pests, hey? Just absolute pests. All right, Preacher. Preacher rolls a 6. It's terrific fun. She gains an insanity. On your Preach. Lucy. Lucy rolls a 6. It's terrific fun. Gain an insanity. She's got 26 insanity. What is going on there? Hastur, the king in yellow. He'll roll his yellow dice. He rolls a 9 because of course he does. At the start of the showdown, you may start on any unoccupied board space. The king in yellow, once again coming in clutch. The guy who sucks now, he breaks his arm. What a dickhead. And Bastet, who's a legend. Bastet rolls a 4. Archive all your soluble gear. Has no soluble gear. Doesn't say anything about fragile, so the Scout Lantern is fine. What a chump. Oh, it's another random event. Once again, we'd love to get... I'm looking for 74 golden ember so I can make the Scythe of Doom. But that is not 74, that is 34. And 34 is not one that I know off the top of my head. Is it Gregolote, maybe? I think that's 36, actually. 34. Crippling Misery. If any survivor has the anxiety disorder, they are the straggler. Okay, so we're going to work out a straggler. Yeah, I need to return with a skull, and then I can make the thing. So, Preacher, she rolls a 1. She's going to make someone else the straggler. 7, 7, 5, 8. So Preacher, using her devout ability and her cool thing. So yeah, revered. Supplication, satisfaction. No, yeah. What she gets? She's got a. Yeah, she's got an object of devotion. When you become the straggler, you may compel a devout survivor to become the straggler in your place. So she's going to make Icarus the guy to jump in front of her. Icarus, why are you so depressed? Preacher's there. She's got leprosy. The world's going great. Sobbing to themselves, they come to terrible... Yeah. They land awkwardly with a crunch, suffering the severe leg injury. Oh no, Icarus. You've got a severe broken arm and a broken leg. Oof. It's tough times for that guy, isn't it? Oof. Oof. Well, Icarus, I'm sure it'll be well. Sobbing to themselves, he gains an understanding. So look what he's done. He's done us a massive solid. He's given us Analyze. No, he's given us the other one. He's given us Explore. We need Analyze. I did do bleed tokens, yes. The straggler does not have binge eating. If he did, we would be able to consume it. You should actually consume there, really, with gourmandism. That's a shame. All right, so we have one more random event from the Froggos. It's Wet Ground. Each survivor rolls 1d10. The frog events are actually tragic, by the way. So Preach rolls a 7. She gains 1 insanity and 1 understanding, and she witnesses an omen. Very cool. Loose rolls a lantern 10. Egg sacs burst with hormonal fluids, gain +1 movement. Sure. Hastur, the king in yellow. Oh, he used the yellow. I'll use the other yellow dice. He rolls a 4. Gained a squeamish disorder. So I think that's all right. We can actually get rid of one of these. So we'll get rid of that one. We are at 2 omens, which is nice. Yeah, if a status would cause you to become stinky. So that actually will be bad for us if the frog dog makes him stinky. Icarus flying too close to the sun. Come on, Icarus. Icarus rolls a 2. Icarus sets his leg armor to 0. If his, it's actually going to go to 2 because that thing happens on arrival, the +2 armor for devout survivors. And it's not metal, so we're not going to archive it, which is very nice. Alloy eating vermiforms, that is terrible. And the last one is the scout, and the scout rolls a 4, gain squeamish. We don't already have squeamish, so we're fine. And the, so we can't actually gain stinky because we're already stinky. And this very clearly says, if a status or effect would cause you to become stinky, lose all your survival. We're already stinky, so we're not going to lose any survival. Done. So we arrive at the showdown. We apply arrival bonuses. Let's go over here and set us up a Froggo. Here he is. Froggo. So, 1, 2, 3. That's like that. That's like that. Done. We don't have any random terrain cards. I don't think I brought any physiognomists, did I? No. Are you a dreamist? Oh, you shit guy. Why'd you only have 2 survival when we departed? What was I doing there? Okay. Well, he's got the black and red armor, so he's not going to need to do too much. He can deploy anywhere he wants, which is cool. So we might deploy anywhere he wants. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. We do have pictographs, do we? Did I special innovate pictographs? I don't think I did, actually. I don't think I have special innovated pictographs. I think I said not to worry about it. What did I spend my things on? Shrine, which I've used, and then innovate, and then I made leather. I didn't need to make leather. What's the scout discovery for the frog dog? Oh yeah, if we've had a metamorphosis festival. That's cool, man. I don't think I've got pictographs. Apparently I do. There you go. I do have it. Well done. Militides on the money. So we are going to have a scout thing, assuming we win the showdown. Hastur can deploy anywhere he wants, which is nice. So we're probably going to deploy him like here. He's not stinky, so that's going to be fine. This guy is stinky. We want him to be the target. So that's fine. Loose, we want her in position to do a slam. So she'll go here. Preacherino, we want her in the blind spot as well. And then the scout also has stinky. If it's a random stinky survivor, then we want that to be the case like that. That's all shuffled. We've got the should be back, friends. I'm glad. The problem is that we did lose our scribe, so it might not have captured everything that happened. Anyway, give me a second to sort everything out. Okay, there's scribe. So yeah, we've lost the stuff that happened up to a certain point. So yeah, this guy got a broken arm and a broken leg, and 2 bleeding tokens. Hastur got a bleeding token. Come on. And has the 2 survival. I think everyone else was at max survival. Preacher was up at 6, 7, 8. Pretty sure. Someone got movement. Yeah, it was Icarus did actually get the +1 movement and lost his reroll. And consumed twice, which is nice. We've got 2 fresh Acanthus as well. Hastur did lose all his insanity, so that was good. Yeah. And he lost Traumatized and replaced it with Squeamish. And the Scout also gained Squeamish. Yeah, it was the guy in leather armor who lost all of the stuff. No, did the Scout gain Squeamish? Yes, it did. Did it? Icarus is mixing 2 strength tokens. Yeah, I don't know why my internet crashed out. My computer just absolutely lost the plot. No clue. But we'll be fine. So I think it's applied arrival bonuses, maybe. So you've got that. You got 2 armor at the legs. No, it wasn't you, Bastet. It was the leather guy, which is Icarus. Cool. All right. I think that's good enough. I'll maybe give everyone an insanity. I feel like that's good enough. I don't think we're in too much trouble at this point. So that's there. There's the Froggo angle there. That one has died, but that's okay. So we're all good. I built the fart deck. We're good to go. So we'll flip Soaring Smash, the farthest stinky survivor. That camera also needs to be fixed. I can't have that happen. Properties. Yeah. Tech troubles, eh? Happens every now and then. Okay. We're done. All right, so farthest stinky survivor. Oh man, that's the Scout. What an idiot. Perform leap, the target suffers grab. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't roll 7, 8, 9. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he jumps to here and faces away. The Scout is placed knocked down in front. I do need someone in the chair. And so that's going to be 3 damage to a random hit location. The Scout does, oh, the leprosy too. Preacher and Lucy have got leprosy. So that's 2 damage to the boots on the Scout. 3 damage to the boots on the Scout. I'll just make sure leprosy's in here. No, get in there, leprosy. Leprosy is actually the best. I don't know why people say leprosy is bad. It is bad. I'm lying. Don't get leprosy, friends. Okay, I feel that's good. All right, so the scout is now going to get attacked. Oh, and Lucy also suffers splash damage because she is adjacent to that. So Lucy suffers splash to her chest. 3. Okay. So the scout is going to cop a 5 speed attack that will hit on +2 accuracy goes to 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s. So miss, miss, miss. 2 hits. We've got Marrowism, we've got no Battle Drunk. We are insane, yes. So we ignore the first hit we suffer. And we will dodge, so we're not going to have any other... Why have you only got 2 survival? You should have 9 survival as well. Because you 8. Yep. They did, yeah. Okay, perfect. So that's the end of the turn. Now indigestion triggers, and we're going to put a fart on top of the fart deck. There is no gaseous bloat. Oh, yep, and we took no damage because we dodged the attack. Actually, I'll see where it goes. We might keep the survival. Goes in the body, we'll dodge it. All right, so it is our turn. He doesn't do a double action. No, he's not one of those guys. So mature triggers. So the scout has 2 stink tokens because of 2 stinky gear. No, 1 stink token. Lucy has 1 stink token. And this guy has 1 stink token. Icarus. So Icarus suffers 1 damage to the boots. Icarus needs to invest in that that thing that the Black Knight gave him. Lucy suffers 1 damage to the waist from Mature. And the Scout suffers 1 damage to the chest. Alright, let's rush this guy down as hard as we can. Lucy, 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 Lucy. Whoa, whoa. No, we'll do Preacher. So do we need it a leap? What's our weapon strength? How about 7? So we're still 7s. Yeah, we probably do want to leap. Or we want to do Lucy first, don't we? On a perfect hit, double your wound attempt at the first selected location. That's amazing. All right, Lucy's going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. She movement 6? No, 5. And she'll move forward to there. Knock this guy. The scout's going to get wanged over here. That's okay. And this guy's going to suffer -1 toughness for the rest of the round. So he's down to toughness 16. And Lucy's going to swing with her lantern halberd because she's a maniac. Maniac. She'll actually go here so we can... It doesn't matter, but yeah, so we can pop the thing. Yeah, future foot peril, man. It's where it's at. Dash, leap, skewer. Oh, she's got 3 tenacity tokens. That's nice. I'll put those out because they're useful to have. And if she rolls a perfect hit, she gains Desperate Strike. She gains an Insanity from the Eproctophilia. She gained a Stink token. And she does not roll a perfect hit. In fact, she only rolls 1 hit, which is a real shame. But there's a failure reaction that she is extremely unlikely to fail on. He says confidently. We do not fail. So we will do, yeah, because that weapon's now strength 13, 12. So we needed a 4. So we wounded, we did not fail. So we've done a wound, we clear that, and we remove the fart from the fart deck, which is good. And then Lucy will surge. No, it won't curse me, mate. I'm too good for that. Too good for that. She's going to roll some crits now. I definitely think her and Icarus should be at max survival because of the partnership. She's gained her proficiency point. Lucy's been a star this whole campaign. We'll roll 3 red dice for her. That's my problem before. A perfect hit and 2 other hits. She surged. She now has gained Desperate Strike to give her +2 strength until the end of the attack. Lucy, Lucy. No reaction. Failure reaction. The death blow. Lucy rolls a critical. Yeah, tremendous. So the dog piles seek out any stinky survivors adjacent to the monster. Horror and surprising sympathy overwhelm the survivors. And if any surrogates are insane, which incidentally Lucy is, she gains a +1 luck. See, I told you not to worry. I told you not to worry. It's all good. And then, as Militides just said, we double crit. Thank you for being a friend. Instantly jittery, all adjacent survivors gain a +1 speed token. Travel the world and back again. Lucy just got a luck, a permanent luck. Get out of here, Lucy, you're a legend. Follows up with that. So that's 1, 2, 3 wounds. Lucy has had a good day. It's a good day. Preacher is now going to trundle up there. Now, I don't think we need to leap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy is going to have to dash, but that's all right. So Preacher's just going to walk in and swing in the butt with her hammer of judgment. I already did mature, didn't I? I just did it all at the start of the round. Are you supposed to do it at the start of their act? No, you do it at the start of the survivor's turn. All survivors suffer damage equal to the number of their stink tokens to a random hit location. Yeah, I already did that. All right, so this is pretty good. She's got to roll perfect hits or she suffers a thing. She gains an insanity because of virtuous and she is devout at the start of her act. And she is insane, so she's got +1 speed. And the weapon has... and she gained a speed, yeah. So this is a 3-speed attack with a Hammer of Judgment hitting on 3s. That's a perfect hit, so she doesn't lose anything, but it's 2 2s there. That's a bit annoying. There is no reaction here. Sorry, Preacher didn't roll the pink dice. That's the problem. So Preacher is critting on 5s. So that is a critical. And the monster is knocked down. So we do have Indom, which means we're not going to get anything else. And that weapon is Savage, so that does 2 wounds. So the monster jumps back up thanks to Indom. Preacher will surge and swing him again. Still hitting on 3s. 3 hits this time. There is a reflex. All adjacent survivors are going to gain a stink token. So that's fine. What do we want here for the reflex? Failure. If not in the blind spot, that's fine. Failure. Yeah, so we'll leave that one till last. The reflex is just gain a stink token unless we gain a critical, which we do. A rain of teeth splashes musically on the surface of a puddle. The attacker lifts their face to meet the rain, mouth agape. They suffer 1 damage to the head hit location and gain +1 speed. Gain 1 Mossy Molar Frog Dog resource. And I did the Savage wound there. So this one, again, we're critting on 6s or 5s. Okay, so is a 4 a wound? It might not be a wound. Let's check. Yeah, Preacher is absolutely amazing. Hi, Gian. See, the Hammer of Judgment is now strength 10. So that's a 14, which is actually a miss, but we get sharp. So I'll just roll my sharp roll. That first wound attempt was doubled, by the way. So that's successful. So we don't fail, but we also don't crit. So we don't get the bloodied palate. And then the last sharp roll, or the last roll rather, critting on 5s. That's a 7 and a 5, so that's a critical. Slashed gut, when the monster performs leap, roll a dice, and it might roll a 1 instead. Yep, good work, Preach. Let's leap with my Royal Scalpel. Has this guy got a thingy hit location? Maybe? Can't remember. Okay, so club point gained. Lucy club point gained. No spear point gained. Icarus is chasing whip. We don't need to worry about him, but Hastur is chasing dagger. So yeah, we'll go Hastur with the Royal Scalpel. So he's going to dash to get into position to here. And then if he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he can't get into the blind, but that's okay because we've actually got Sad Frog Dog Song. So we want to leap with Sad Frog Dog Song. He does not have a speed, but this is the Royal Scalpel. So we'll roll these 3 dice to hit, hitting on 6s, 5s. So any misses, we get bonus strength. A Lantern 10, a 9, and a 4. That is like the perfect result. The perfect result. Oh, we've got Durability Delusion. Oh my god, I love this. I love this game. This team is on fire. Okay, so that's a thingy. We're not in the blind spot. So we're going to suffer leap and then grab. Okay, so we'll roll to a wound here. We can critical because we do have 2 innate luck. And this is sharp. And it's frail. So our strength on this attack is strength 6, plus the leap is strength 9. Haven't set that up properly, but yep. So strength 9 on this versus 16 because of the slam. So we critical, which is, no, sorry, we don't critical. That's only a 7, not a critical. So we do a wound. And then we'll see if we can critical this one. So we do critical that one, which is excellent. A busted knuckle, and we bypass that thing. It's going well so far. So Hastur gets his dagger proficiency point. Okay, now, you know, why not throw a little dip in with this whip guy with Icarus? He's probably never coming out on a hunt again. But we'll just dash him and leap into the blind. He'll swing with the Grapple Claw. 2 speed, hitting on a 7. Hitting on a 7, 6, 6. So 1 hit, which is a perfect hit, which doesn't do anything for us. There is a wound reaction. Full move the monster away from the attacker. That's okay. So we're going to crit on... Got 1 luck plus deadly, so we're critting on 8s. And we're wounding on 7 plus 3 is 10. So we're wounding on 6s. So that's a critical on a 9. Gain 3 insanity and 1 frog dog resource. And he got his whip proficiency point. Have a spindly paw. We need that for the granule. Cooking. On your Icarus, even though you've got a broken leg and a broken arm, you're still kicking goals. We do need to try for a Grimjaw wound. The scout, I suppose, we're on fire, so why not, hey? So Bastet will surge or dash and then make an attack. I do need to stand her up. So I'll do that with Lucy using a fist bump. She can't encourage anyway, even though she is selfish. So she's going to stand up, 1, 2, 3, and then dash into the front. And we'll swing with the Grimjaw, just so we can get that wound off. Yeah, so this is going to be tough. So we're actually 4 speed because Bastet gained a bonus speed. I wanted to be fist and tooth. Okay. So that's a perfect hit, 1 hit, and an 8, which is another hit, and a 6, which is another hit. So that's 3 hits with the scout. There's a reflex, there's a wound, and there's an impervious. So So I'm going to do the wound, followed by the impervious, followed by the reflex. No luck. So we're critting on 10s. We could wound the monster and gain a strength token. Okay, 8 and 8. So we need an 8 to wound and a 10 to crit. That's a 10 to crit. Gain a random frog dog resource and the monster gains a -1 evasion token. Have some tatty hide, Deno. We get the Grimjaw wound. Bastet gains -1 accuracy and +1 strength from Battle Drunk. So that means this impervious one, we're a 10 anyway. That's a 4, so that fails. And then this one we really need a critical because this is a reflex. No, we fail. I'll try a Guardian reroll on that. So I have one Guardian, I think, who has 2 Guardian cracks. Yeah, has to do a 1 Guardian reroll. Yep, so we're going to roll Guardian. We're going to try and crit. Do I have a luck? I don't think I have a luck, do I? It's a 9. It is a wound though, so that was worth it. No luck. Damn. Okay, so we wound, but then the reflex triggers. Perform leap, then gaseous bloat. On a 1, the monster will be knocked down when it performs leap instead. Oh, it's a 2. And thank you very much for the compliment on my Screaming God. Here it is. Look, it's not the best job I've ever done. I don't really love the model. There's some nice aspects to it that I enjoy. It's got this cool little face in the bottom, which is fun. But the most important thing is it's ready for the showdown on Saturday, and I can get started on the Parasite Queen, which I'm probably going to have to take a lot more time because she's a lot more intricate. And I also found out that I need 4 illuminated survivors for some reason that I don't know. But there's 4 illuminated survivors in the box, and I said, yeah, I'm going to have to paint them, aren't I? Okay, so leap triggers. We're going to leap to 1 to 5, 6 to 10. So we're going to leap to here. The scout is once again going to get pummeled with a leap. And waste. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's the end of our turn. What a great turn for the good guys. Okay, so Froggo has no farts to trigger. Sloth. When this is in play, the monster gains a +1 damage token and a -1 toughness token. So he's actually at +3 damage now, and his toughness goes down to 16 permanently. We like that. The survivors gag uncontrollably. While this is in play, all survival actions cost 1 additional survival to perform. All that says to me is this monster has 4 wounds remaining. So who has the best? Who do we need to trigger a proficiency point? I reckon we stand the scout up and try for a fist and tooth. Yeah, and there is... did it? Oh, it's performed leap and gaseous bloat. I actually didn't say grab, did it? No. Okay, so we're actually still over here. There was no grab. I got confused. Free wound. Okay, so stinking emission. Target a random non-deaf survivor. Hey, that means Preacher can't be targeted. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. So 1, 2 is the Scout, 3, 4 is Lucy, 5, 6 is Icarus, 7, 8 is Hastua. Icarus cops it. So Icarus has copped a prevail or to dive for cover or become knocked down. Otherwise suffer the deaf, severe head injury and gain a stink token. Do we care if he gets deaf? No, he can be deaf. Oh, not contracture. Deaf. And he gains a stink token. shrinking emission done. No, yeah, so the leap doesn't include grab. So this is why I got a bit confused. I don't intentionally cheat, but that says perform leap, then gaseous bloat. Whereas some of the other ones say, yeah, perform leap and then grab. So anytime I see leap, I automatically assume grab, which is why I did him over there and stuff. That's okay, this guy's in big trouble. Preacher's just going to leap into the blind, I think. And probably finish it with one fell swoop. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. She lands here. She throws down with her hammer of judgment. She's now hitting on a 3+, because she's in the blind spot. Millions of creatures. Oh, she rolls a 1 and 2 5s. So the start of her turn, she gains an insanity, but then she loses it because she didn't roll a perfect hit. She gets 2 hits, a double blinking eye, and a wound. If the attacker is sane, they gain the Eproctophilia. We're not sane. So this weapon's sharp. We're like literally wounding on anything. That's a wound. It's not a savage wound though, so that's that. And then this one, that's a critical. The monster is knocked down. Savage wound. He's got 1 wound left. Icarus does need a bleed from his thing. And sorry, I should also do 2 damage for the 2 stink tokens there from Mature. So 1 on the body, 1 on the head. Hastur, no stink tokens. Lucy, 1 stink token, so 1 in her body. And then the scout's got 1 on the scout's boots. Okay, I only need to do 1 wound. I reckon I'm going to try for the fist and tooth on the scout, because we do need to get that. So I'm going to dash 1, 2, because of the survival increase from sloth. We're going to move to here, and I think we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into the blind. We're going to leap in there with fist and tooth. So I am rolling +1 speed, and I've got 0 accuracy. Yeah, death blow would be sick. Okay, so 3 speed, hitting on 8s normally goes to 7s because I'm in the blind spot. So we really just want maybe 1 or 2 hits. A 9 and a 10, perfect hit. We've got nothing there. I don't think, oh, maybe it was one of the first ones we discarded. Yes, it was, damn. No unfroggable for us. Okay, we could draw the trap actually, that'd be bad. There's a reflex and a reflex. If the attacker is not in the blind spot, perform leap and then grab. So we'll do that one first. Our strength is 5 because of battle drunk. And we did a wound. Oh, we actually gained +1 speed when attacking a monster. No, we lost that, didn't we? I think we lost that and put squeamish on there or something. Yeah, I'm confident we did. Okay, so yeah, my strength on this weapon is 0 because it's fist and tooth. So we're strength 5, but we leaped for 8. So we need an 8 to wound, which is not a critical. So it's an 8 to wound or a 9 to crit. So this reflex doesn't trigger. This one might. We still have a reroll from Guardian, so we don't need it. Gain a random frog dog resource. Yes! Sit down, Froggo. Sit down. And that gained us the fist and tooth proficiency point at the death. You love to see it. Okay. It was -1 toughness, yeah, so he's toughness 16, down from 17 because he's a pest. We'll complete the showdown. Everyone gains 2. Oh, a preacher can ponder immaculate. Yes, we've got so many cool ponders. Can we get less than that? No, it's 2 hunt XP. Cool. All right, lots of exciting things to do. Let's start by dealing out the thing. So we're going to gain 4 basic and 8 frog dog, which is actually 9, plus we get a bone resource of our choice. I will select the ironclad spine. We do the Scout Discovery. We get the Bullfrog Dog. It's so much cool stuff happening. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't really care. It's just stuff. Just stuff at this point. Basic resources. 4. We also get a black lichen and a bioluminescent tonsils. 1. Oh, 2 perfects. 3, 4. 2 monster bones. Great. We do have a lot of armor. The main reason for that is the preacher adds a different version of shrine, and it gives +2 armor on departure to all devout survivors. That's all I'll say, but preacher's very good fun. Okay, so that was all that stuff. We finally got a perfect hide so we can make the vermin belly boots, but I think we're going to go with scout stuff. We have Song of the Brave innovated, so we can hear the strains of a greater quarry, and that is indeed the Bullfrog Dog. So we can hunt the Bullfrog Dog now. Okay. Scribe doesn't let me add that, but that's fine. We also had a black lichen and a bioluminescent tonsil, so I'll just do those. 1, 2. Actually, I should check if the bioluminescent tonsils does anything. The Dragon King's one, yeah, it doesn't. The Dragon King's one can kill you when you pick it up. Stupid Dragon King. Okay, we'll do the Scout Discovery now. So that is called Puddles of Preservation. Very exciting. Now, the Scout, if we could roll a 1 or a 2 here, this is absolutely ridiculous. Because the Scout, if you've had a Metamorphosis Vessel, which we haven't, you get +2 to this roll, and it's literally not possible. But if you roll a 1 or a 2 on this roll, you actually get +2 strength and +1 luck. So roll a 1 or a 2, Deno. It's an 8. Damn, okay, so we gain the Preserved Dogpole rare gear. That's shithouse. I don't really want that. What's that? You can consume. So we actually witness an omen. That takes us to 3 omens. That's nice. Yeah, and the Scout can consume. Oh yeah, okay, that's bad. That's bad. We needed Lucy to do that because she's got shattered jaw. Okay, pretend I said nothing. We rolled an 8. That's fine. We're going to preserve Dogpole red gear. Here is the guy. Let's get ready to rumble. He's ready to go. Okay, good. I'm glad we didn't roll a 1 or a 2. We get the preserved Dogpole. That's the one that does something stupid. I think you can put a. I'm never going to use it. That's fine. All right, let's do the settlement event. Do we have any story events to do this lantern year? We have Wondrous Design and Creeping Longing. Oh my god, the first time we're actually going to open up the Parasite Queen book and read what Creeping Longing does. That's awesome. So this one, card number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Knighting. That's such a fun event. And 9 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just use this one. Oh my god, it's one of the new ones. You're right. I will add it to the pile of gear. Preserved Dogpole. Maybe it's better than I remember. I think it's just it lets you put a specific thing out. LMNOP, there it is. Oh, okay. Maybe I have never got that. I might look at that now. I feel like you're indicating I should look at it, because maybe it's better than I think. Ah. Archive is to throw the dog pile. Place the preserved dog pile terrain tile 5 spaces away from you. What? Why would you ever do that? What does the preserved dog pile terrain piece do? No, I'm never taking that. That's outrageous. Okay, we have knighting, and okay, maybe you are. Maybe you're talking about something else. Fair enough. Knighting. We can add a virtue. Yeah, do something. Returning random survivor. Vow of persistence. A vow of protection, or a vow of valor. Iron Will is so cool. Well, this one, nominate the returning survivor with the most hunt XP to boast that they're the greatest hunter. Basking in their newfound attention, they regale the masses. How many music and education innovations do we have? Oh, is there a chance for leader there? There is. Okay, so one music. Two music. And what else is it? Education. Yeah, not much. I don't have 6 music or education. Okay, so we're adding +2 to this. So this is a blood-curdling tale on a 10. Departing survivors in Lanternier with 2 or less hunt XP gain +1 permanent movement. Undeterred. Add murder to the timeline next Lanternier. Wow, that's both bad. Okay. Exciting though. So this is nominate a random returning survivor. And so they're almost certainly going to get a vow of persistence, which could give them the rageaholic disorder. That's not too bad. Hastur could actually get, he could actually get courage. He could get the Iron Will one. Okay, I think we'll take knighting. I don't like the loss of endeavours over there. So we'll roll a random returning survivor. So it's top down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's cocked. So that's a 1. So Bastet is the random returning survivor. So Bastet's insanity is highest. On a 1 to 6, we gain rageaholic. We get a 7. So we gain destructive vow. Cool. Okay, knighting, all done. So settlement events, we are going to do or story events, Wondrous Design, which comes, of course, in the Gambler's chest. And this is about us building a box. Let's build a box. Here it is, Wondrous Design. Did we get any collective cognition that time? We have chosen religion. Very poor of us. 28 is our collective cognition. Oh, we achieved the Phoenix cuisine. Very nice. Can we get a saviour? Oh, yes. Give us a saviour. Okay. Comprehend the wonder. If the settlement's collective cognition is 21 plus and the roll result is not a 1, proceed to the 10. We get a saviour. Dorandal! So we go for an antelope next year and try and get eaten. Yes. Oh, I forgot my indomitable resource for the frog dog too. This is so exciting. Okay, don't roll a 1, Deno. Yeah! Okay, nominate 4 survivors. Each gains 3 Lumi and Stone Architect. So cool, man. And we gain a Saviour. Okay, so Stone Architect. No, we haven't invaded Sculpture. Damn. Oh, that sucks. You need Sculpture. I was so excited we could make Durandal. Okay, 4 survivors that gain Stone Architect and 3 Lumi. Well, Bastet can be one because he's got no knowledges, and that is hard for them to get knowledges. And good to get some spare Lumi. Won't be Icarus. I don't think Lucy. I only need 1 more Desperate Strike for her. I don't think any of these survivors. Maybe we'll give it to Erebus. Erebus might be worthwhile. Probably not. 1, 2, 3. Have a Stone Architect, your mug. Only downside with Scribe, you have to scroll for 1,000,000. Urzi, Stone Architect. Hey, X-Mask. Deconstructive, yeah, we'll get rid of Stoneheart. We'll put Stone Architect here on Urzi. She's definitely going to go out at least once because 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we definitely want a couple more kids. We're running short on re-rolls. Mortis. He's got Herb Grinder, which has already been leveled up. So yeah, let's go Mortis Stone Architect. Hate Fingernail Door. Oh, Mortis has also got 3 Lumi. Okay, great. And we picked up the Dream Schematics Innovation. It is time for the box. Let's build us a box. We will innovate. Oh, actually, I've got other story events, haven't I? Okay, the Parasite Queen. Ah, Screaming God. And we got Phoenix Cuisine too. Plausibility, isn't it? Plausibility. When you suffer a severe injury. I don't even remember what the leveled up version of that one does. I don't think I've ever tried to do it. Nominate a survivor to gain it. They share it on the forum with a Lumi token. Okay, this one is called Creeping Something. Creeping Longing. Oh my god, I'm so excited. The Outcast returns. No. The Beckoning. Creeping Longing. Okay. Great artwork. Yeah, this might fall apart. That's a possibility. Great artwork. Okay, imperceptible, probing fibers arrive unnoticed. A single alien strand of muscle forms in the chamber of your heart, relentlessly contracting and releasing out of time with your heartbeat. In time, this too becomes a part of you. This minuscule quirk inhabits your body, creating a persistent, unnameable feeling, yearning, spiced with submission, aimless yet grasping. Fuck, I love the writing in this, eh? A growing frailty of spirit frays the bonds of friendship and family, ever drawing your gaze out into the darkness with the promise that your fate awaits beyond the snarling beasts and cruel pitfalls. Nominate a survivor. They ache with longing. Okay, you're dead. That seems unfortunate. Add creeping longing next lantern year. Alright. Possessed impairment's cool. 1d5. Okay, so we're like literally getting this every time. Nah, it's fine. I'll just staple it back together. If I was worried about selling it and I wanted to make sure everything stayed great, I probably would. But I'm never getting rid of my kin and death. Never happening. Okay, so nominate a survivor, they're dead. Do not gain the benefits of your death principle, assuming I roll poorly. So, Tar with the fingernail door and the speed. It's very unfortunate. You donkey-headed god, I think he is. A donkey-headed god, this guy. He rolls a 3. They gain possessed impairment, which we need for one of our things. But we already got it elsewhere. And xenomelia, it's a disorder. The 6+ result, gain +1 permanent movement and the possessed impairment. Add creeping longing in 1d5 Lanterneers. Gain 3 courage and a once per lifetime reroll and 2 endeavours. That's a cool one. Yeah, the art is here. Look at that. It's incredible. Okay, so we add creeping longing 1d5 years away, and we roll a 1. We'll have a creeping longing tomorrow, if you don't mind. Okay, fun. So that's all the story events. So now we will do the level ups from philosophies. Let's do those. So let's do Preacher first. Yes, Preacher. I'm excited for Preacher. Okay, Preacher. Which settlement event has a stop sign on it? The one that I drew? Did it? It could do. Immaculate, what level are we up to? Preacher, we are rank 3. The Tithe, that doesn't sound good. Preacher announces the settlement must give thanks for their faith's countless gifts. They must prove their devotion in the form of a tithe. Depleting food from their tables and materials on their workbenches, archive resources, and evaluate your offering. Okay, 1d5 endeavours. Preacher gains +1 speed. 10 or more. Wedgie, it's on underneath, mate. You know it. 10 resources to get +3, and departing devout survivors gain a reroll token. That seems delightful. And Preacher gains a permanent speed and evasion. Alright, well I'm going to give up 10 resources. I picked up a lot. I picked up 2 fresh acanthus, so I'll archive those. That's 2. 4 for those 2 monster bones. 5, 6, 7, 8. I know we'll keep that, that's a multi-use. 8, 9, 10. So we have gained reroll tokens, which is very cool. So let's place those over here to remember that. Preacher gains +1 speed and +1 evasion. She's now speed 3. Oh my god, that weapon is going to be punishing, and she's disposition 4. Thanks, Preach. That's not exactly what I wanted to do with my resources, but What you gonna do? Lucy, pondering survivalism. She's gonna go to rank 4 survivalism. Could get that mentor one, isn't it? What did you struggle for if it could all end in an instant? You refuse to let your life end with death. Transcend survival. Gain +1 Lumi and roll 1d10. If we had family and hovel, you would gain +2 to this roll. We do not have family and hovel. We only have holy hovel and no family. Lucy will roll a red dice. +1, 1, 2, 3 here would get us +1 luck. That'd be so cool. Mentor is good though. Gain a knowledge of their choice. Death's Edge. If we get a 9 or a 10, we get Death's Edge. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Cool. Lucy rolls a 5. All right, so we get nominate another survivor with less hunt XP. You both gain evasion training. And we gain mentor. Cool. So Lucy's a mentor. Thanks, Crimson Sun. You're a legend. See you soon. Yeah, mine's quicken. You both gain evasion training. Why do I gain a knowledge of my choice? I'm very perplexed by that. Transcend survival, gain +1 Lumi, roll 1d10. You decide the next generation is in need of your tutelage. Nominate the survivor with less hunt XP. You both gain evasion training if you are still alone. No. No. Evasion training. Okay, what is this going to do? And it's leveled up. Okay, just +1 evasion. That's shit. I don't want that. Lucy is not taking evasion training. At this point, 1 evasion and a torment is not something I want. And who else leveled up? Bastet, the Marrowist. Oh my god, I love Marrowism. Okay, rank 2 Marrowism is exciting. They're all exciting. I love Marrowists. Okay, strength under the skin. Level 2 Marrowism, fading fear. Before resolving this rank of Marrowism, consume a bone resource. Okay, I still have lots of bone. I'm going to eat this spindly paw. Gain a Lumi. Bastet's become awesome. A steady diet bone. Okay, yeah, so we just don't want to suffer the broken rib severe injury. We gain a monster bone resource. Cool. That's a 4. You may consume a bone resource. Gain 1 strength. Thank you. And gain stone skin. So we've got stone architect and stone skin. Oof. What's that one do? Oh, that's such a good one. Oh my god, stone skin. Marrowism! And the Indom, yes. Fuck, man, we got to level up stone skin. That is just ridiculous. Okay, Indom resource. Do we want Bully Hammer? No, we want the Guild Fungus for the recipe. But Bully Hammer would be good. I'm going to roll for it. Oh no, I can't really tell which one the Bully Hammer is. Or can I? Sometimes you can feel the difference. Alright, we'll do this. True randomization. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's this one. And we also gain the jaw saw pattern. Thank you, Guild Fungus. I don't think I want to make the jaw saw. It's pretty good, but yeah. This campaign has just been filled to the brim with me rolling exactly what I needed. All right, so we innovate. We will... Don't need a bloodlet. We might do a monster anatomy study. Building the dream. Oh, I pressed something and it's ruined Scribe. Come back, Scribe. Don't be lost forever. Oh no. Scribe did not like that. When was our last update? Oh no, it's such a long time ago. Scribe did not like that. That's okay, I'll be able to fix all that. Fuck, so much stuff to do. I'll do this after. Dagger, whip, spear. Yeah, it's fine. It's just a bit annoying. And it's such a good program, so complete the showdown, return and advance the year. Bastet lost that and got squeamish. G'day, Fen. We got Stone Skin and Stone Architect. Anyway, I'll do it later. I'm sure I can remember it all. I did get a Guild Fungus for the cooking. Where's my Stone Architect? It's fine, I already added it, didn't I? I needed Stone Skin. We'll do the innovation. Dream schematics. We'll do the innovation. So let's do the resource. Okay, so I'm keeping the Guild Fungus. I'm keeping those two. So Tatty Hide, Supple Nose. I think I'll use a Mossy Molar. So there's my innovate resources. So we're just going to add a red thread for the thing. Are we in Lantern 15? Oh my god, we're getting the bloomery. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, great. Red thread. Frog Dog, Spindly Paw, Guild Fungus, Ironclad Spine, Waxy Dermis, Elastic Tongue, Gaseous Bladder, Tatty Hide. Perfect. And then we've got a perfect organ and a perfect hide. 3 perfect organs now. Okay, so that's all done. So now all we need to do is do our... Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about that. That's the best. Okay, so we're getting reroll tokens when we depart because of all that stuff. Bastet's leveled up. Innovate. Stop fucking about, Deno. Alright, first one is Forbidden Dance. Second one is Saga. I'll take Saga. Still no Symposium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yep, that's correct. Is it Holy Saga? Is it the last holy one? I can't remember. Is it? No, I think it's Holy something else. Is it? Because. No, it's Holy Sacrifice. Okay, we don't get Holy Saga. Yes, Symposiums galore. I still got no friggin' nightmare training, so I can't chase my things. Lucy got an extra one of those. And she got other stuff. So we've got the pyrolytic light, which is the bloomery. We have to build the dream. I'm not going to press that button again because that might have been the thing that triggered scribe to break. So we don't want to do that again. So bloomery I think is 2 to make it. Let's grab the pyrolytic light out and confirm that. No, you may archive this resource to gain a bloomery. Cost us absolutely no endeavours whatsoever. We just have the bloomery. Doesn't want to let me do it there. I wrought ironwork, sorry. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh, that's right. It's actually a thing, isn't it? There it is. Bloomery. Perfect. So we'll archive, add the wrought ironworks for 2. Yeah, perfect. And then we'll see if we can make a spend an iron. Yeah, does Preacher need more speed? No is the answer. Yeah, I've got 1,000,001 things going through my brain. So we'll finish up there, friends. I will be back, and we will be back tomorrow night to do Lantern Year 15 and then 16. And then we're ready for the Screaming God, who is painted and ready to go. All right. I will catch you all again tomorrow night. Hope you've enjoyed. Talk soon.